Good morning students. Today we will do our next example number 4 of your chapter 8 quadrilaterals. So the example is two parallel lines L and M are intersected by a transversal P. So you can see here the figure is given in the question. So this is line L and this is line M. So they L and M are parallel lines and they intersected by a transversal named P. Alright. That the show that the quadrilateral formed by the bisectors of interior angles is a what? Rectangle. So you can see here these are two parallel lines if they intersected by a transversal. So there are total how many interior angles? There are 4 interior angles. So first one, second, third and fourth. So if you join their bisectors this one, this one, this one and this one. Then the bisector, when you join them, this quadrilateral is a what? A rectangle. You have to show that this quadrilateral is a rectangle. So what is the property of rectangles? In rectangles, opposite sides are parallel and the vertex angle is of measure 90 degree. Okay? So first you can see here. Take any 2 points on the line L, that is PS, and 2 points on the line M, that is QR. So it is given that PS parallel to QR intersected by a transversal P intersect at point A and C. So right here, it is given that PS parallel to QR intersected by a transversal P. It is given that PS parallel to Q are intersected by a transversal P at point A and C. At point A and C. So you can see here the bisector of angle PAC is this one and the bisector of angle ACQ is this one. So where both this bisector meets, take that point B. Alright. So you can write here bisector of angle PAC and angle ACQ meet at point where B, and further bisector of angle SAC and ACR meet at point D. Bisector of angle SAC and angle ACR meet at point D. Clear students? So we have to show that this ABCD is what? It is a rectangle. It means we have to show that it's this quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel and each of the vertex angle is of measure 90 degree. So first you can write them. You can see here this L parallel to M. If this L parallel to M, then the alternate angles are what? Equal. These are parallel lines, then these are the pair of alternate angles. So name of this angle is angle PAC equal to angle ACR. Angle PAC equal to angle ACR. The right is this L parallel to M and P is a transversal. Therefore, their alternate angles are equal. Since L parallel to M and P is a transversal, therefore alternate angles are equal. So now you have to multiply both sides by 1 by 2. You have to multiply both sides with 1 by 2. half of angle PAC. This is the bisector. So what is the half of angle PAC? If this AB is the bisector of angle PAC, then what? They are equal because AB is what? Bisector. So bisector means divide it into two equal parts. So angle PAB equal to angle BAC. So we can write half of angle PAC is equal to angle BAC because they both are equal. Alright, half का मतलब उन्हें divide करोगे तो इसमें 2 देना. So angle PAB equal to angle BAC. That's why half of angle BAC is equal to angle BAC. Alright, and the next side, right hand side, angle ACR. This one, ACR. So half of angle ACR is what? Angle ACD. Because if this CD is a bisector, then angle ACD equal to angle DCR. So we can take angle ACD. Alright friends. Now next, now you can see here angle BAC equal to angle ACD. Now you can see here, this is angle BAC, and the name of this angle is angle ACD. So you can see here, you can prove angle BAC equal to angle ACD. So then what? You can see here, these are the pair of alternate angles for line AB and CD, where this AC is what? This is the transversal. That's why AB parallel to CD. So you can write here for line AB and CD, AC is a transversal, therefore AB parallel to CD. Because these are the pair of alternate angles and they are equal also. If the pair of alternate angles are equal, so for this line AB and CD, this AC is a transversal, that's why AB parallel to CD. So you can just write here equation number 1. Similarly, further you can again prove this AD parallel to BC for angle where? For angle this one, BCA equal to angle CAD, these two angles. Alright, so you write here similarly. Similarly, AD parallel to BC, equation number 2. Now from 1 and 2, what you can observe? AB parallel to CD, this one AB parallel to CD, and from equation number 2, AD parallel to BC. So in this given ABCD is a quadrilateral, opposite sides are what? Parallel, that's why the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. From 1 and 2, ABCD is a parallelogram. Clear? Now we have to prove that its vertex angle is of measure 90 degree. मतलब इधर एक vertex angle कितने measure होगा? 90 degree होगा. If in a parallelogram, if one vertex angle is 90 degree, then all are 90. All right. So now you can see here, we can prove that angle BAD is equal to 90 degree. So you can write here angle PAC plus angle CAS is equal to 180 degree. लिख सकते हो इसे? Angle PAC, this one, PAC, this complete angle, this one, and angle CAS, this one, CAS, this complete angle. So sum of these two angles, angle PAC and angle CAS is equal to 180 degree. The reason is linear pair. Clear? Now multiplying again both sides with 1 by 2. Multiply both sides with 1 by 2. So what is the half of angle PAC? Half of angle PAC is, again you can write angle BAC. See here, half of angle BAC is equal to angle BAC plus what is the half of angle CAS? This one, CAS. So half of angle CAS you can write as angle CAD. क्योंकि देखो this AD is a bisector for this angle CAS. If AD is a bisector, then these two angles are equal. But we need to take this angle CAD. Correct? Is equal to what is half of A180? Half of 180 is 90 degree. Now when you add these two angles, angle BAC plus angle CAD, angle BAC plus angle CAD, what is the complete angle? The complete angle is this one, angle BAD is equal to 90 degree. Clear, students? So this vertex angle is of measure 90 degree. Then what? Its opposite angles is also equal. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So this is of measure 90 degree. This one is again 90 degree. Okay? Now you can see here, if these two are parallel lines, then these are what? Interior consecutive angles, and the sum of interior consecutive angle is equal to 180 degree. If one of them is 90, then what is the other? It is again 90 degree, because you have to subtract 90 from 180. That's why this angle is of also 90 degree. And then again its opposite angles are again of measure 90 degree. That's why this ABCD quadrilateral is a rectangle in which all vertex angle of measure 90 degree. So this is your example number 4. Next, this is example number 5. Show that all the bisector angles of a parallelogram form a rectangle. So you can see here this ABCD is a what? Parallelogram. So what is the property of a parallelogram? Its opposite sides are equal and parallel. In this ABCD parallelogram, AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC also. So it shows that the bisector of angles of parallelogram, bisector. So you can see here, bisector of angle A and angle B intersect at point P, bisector of angle B and C intersect at point Q, bisector of angle C and D intersect at point R, and bisector of angle A and D intersect at point S. So you can write here first, let P, Q, R and S be the bisectors of angles angle A and angle B. Q is the bisector of angle B and angle C. R is the bisector of angle C and angle D. And the last one, S, is the bisector of angle A and angle D respectively. So let P, Q, R and S be the bisector of angles. Bisector of angles, P is bisector of angle A and B, Q is the bisector of angle B and C, R is the bisector of angle D and C, and S is the bisector of angle D and E. So this PQRS, we have to show that this PQRS is a what? Rectangle. So what is the property of rectangles? Its opposite sides are equal and its vertex angle is of measure 90 degree. Clear? So angle PQRS is a rectangle. We have to show it, and its vertex angle is of measure 90 degree. If all vertex angle are of 90 degree, then it is a rectangle. Clear? So first, you can write here angle DAS plus angle ADS. You can take these two angles. Angle DAS plus angle ADS. This one. DAS AS and angle ADS. So angle DS is what? It is written as half of angle A. It is half of angle A. This one. DAS. This angle is the half of angle A because this AS is a bisector. If AS is a bisector, then these two angles are equal. So you can write angle DAS as half of angle A plus angle ADS. This one. ADS. This angle is again half of angle D because this DS is a bisector of angle D. So you can write here half of angle D. Now taking 1/2 common from these two terms, angle A plus angle D. Now what is the sum of angle A and angle D? Here is point A and here is point D. These are parallel. These are parallel line, and this is what it is a transversal for line. This is point B. This is point E. For CD and AB parallel lines, this AD is a transversal. So for this transversal, these are what interior consecutive angles, and the sum of that interior consecutive angle is 180 degree. So you can write here half of angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Sum of interior consecutive angles. Sum of interior consecutive angle is 180 degree. Now what is half of 180? It is 90 degree. It means the sum of these two angles is of 90 degree. You can write here angle DAS plus angle ADS is equal to 90 degree. Now you can take this triangle, this one. Here is point S, this point. Now this is the triangle ADS. For this triangle, the sum of all these angles is of measure again 180 degree. So you can write here for triangle, which one? ADS, angle ADS plus angle DAS plus angle DSA is equal to 1. Sum of these three angles, this one, and this one, it is equal to 180 degree. Right, this is here angle sum property of a triangle. Now you can see here the sum of these two angles, angle ADS plus angle DS plus angle DS is equal to how much? 90 degree. So you can put here value is 90 degree. So it is 90 degree plus angle DSA is equal to 180 degree. Now you can find the value of angle DSA. So take this 90 degree on right hand side. It is subtracted from 180. So 180 minus 90 is again 90 degree. It means this angle DSA, this angle is of measure 90 degree. If this is 90 degree, then the angle vertically opposite to this angle is this one. So it is again of measure 90 degree. So the reason is vertically opposite angle. You can write here angle PSR is equal to 90 degree. The reason is here vertically opposite angles, because angle DSA is equal to angle PSR. Clear, students? So this angle is of measure 90 degree. So again similarly you can take this triangle APB. In this triangle APB again you can follow the same step. So this angle APB is equal to 90 degree, or you can write angle SPQ, because angle APB is same as angle SPQ. This is same SPQ, or you can write APB. So you can write here similarly. Angle APB equal to angle SPQ is of measure 90 degree. Again, for this triangle BCQ, this angle is of 90 degree. Then this vertical this angle is again 90 degree. You have to follow the same step, but you don't need to prove it again and again. Okay? So right here. So this angle name is RQP. Angle RQP is equal to 90 degree. And again similarly this angle QPS. Sorry, QPS is already taken. This one angle SRQ for this triangle CDR. This angle is of measure 90 degree. Angle SRQ. So you can see here all of these angles are of measure 90 degree. That's why this PQRS is a rectangle. Clear, students? So this is your example number 5. Thank you.